say it together. Who was just singing? There we go. Everyone was yes, Gloria Estefan. Now everybody, please take a look over here on your right-hand side. Everybody take a look on your right. You see an island coming up here on your right in Biscayne Bay. You guys all see the island? Say yes? Okay, that island right there coming up on your right is called Star Island. And it's called Star Island because it's shaped like a... No, it's an oval. I'm talking with you again. We don't know why it's called Star Island. But guys, look along the edge of Star Island. You see a white boat docked up there out of the water. You guys all see the little white boat up out of the water? Say yes? Yes. All right, that boat in the house behind it belongs to Gloria and Emilio Estefan, Mr. and Mrs. Miami. The big White House right there, you can't miss the White House. That White House was lived in by Antonio Montana in a little movie starring Al Pacino. What movie am I talking about? Scarface. That's why we call that the Scarface house. Now guys, just to the left of the Scarface house, behind all those trees there, that you can't see the house behind all those trees, is the vacation home of Rosie O'Donnell. Now we like Rosie O'Donnell here in Miami Beach because when she comes to town, she'll actually come out on that blue and white boat there, and she'll come up to us when we're in the water and she quacks at us. That's kind of a true story. It hasn't happened to me yet, but it's happened to a couple of our guys. Hopefully today will be my lucky day. Does anybody have an idea why Rosie O'Donnell has all those trees around her house? No, it's because she doesn't like the view. There we go, you got it, alright. Alright folks, keep looking across the water right next to the bridge. You see a big white house right over there. Anybody know the name of a music producer? It goes by a couple different names. One of them starts with a P or a Puff. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. There you go, guys. See the White House? Say yes? Yes. Okay, that's not Puff Daddy's house. It's actually to the one left of it behind all those trees and bushes. Anybody have an idea why Puff Daddy has all those trees and bushes around his house? No. It's because he doesn't want anyone to see him puff. I don't know, I'll buy that one. Anyway, guys, keep looking on the island. You can see a big White House coming into view with a lot of arches and a red roof. You guys don't see the big White House with the arches and the red roof? Say yes? Yes. All right, the home was lived in for many years by Julio and Enrique Iglesias. That's what we call that. The Iglesias Mansion right there on Star Island. All right, guys, we've got another island coming up here on your right-hand side. This one here is called Palm Island, and it's called Palm Island because it's shaped like a... It's an eyeball. All right, good job. You're with me. I love that. All right, guys, a lot of celebrities have lived on Palm Island over the years, including two I'm going to talk about today. The first one was the original OG, or original gangster. He orchestrated the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Chicago. At the end of his murderous career, was convicted only of tax evasion. Who am I talking about now? Who am I talking about now? Al Capone, there we go, a couple people got that one. Big Al Capone, as his family called him, or Big Al, as his family, as his friends called him. After his conviction for tax evasion, Big Al got very, very sick and he moved down there to 93 Palm Avenue, where he died there in 1949. The next celebrity I want to talk about actually grew up on the island. I was told she lived in the house right next to Al Capone. Her father's name was Lou Walters. He had a club on the island named the Latin Quarter, which featured semi-nude entertainment. She graduated Miami Beach High School in 1947 and went on to become a world-respected journalist and a producer of the show I mentioned a few moments ago. Who am I talking about now? Barbara Walters, there you go. There you get all the ladies' answers right, sir. Good job. You're a View fan? You watch The View? Everything. Everything. He watches everything. I like that. All right, guys, you get a few minutes. You guys know Barbara Walters is 82 years old? 82 years old. I think she looks pretty good for 82 years old. I hope when I'm 82 years old I look as good as I do now. Okay, guys, in just a few seconds we're going to be driving this thing right into the water. Are you guys pumped up and ready for that? Hopefully you guys will all sing along to this little tune here by the Village People. Why isn't it playing? Here we are. It's not YMCA. I wouldn't do that to you. We're going in the water. So what do you guys think it is? It's thematically related to what we're doing. It's not Macho Man. There's one hand left. Come on, you know what it is. In the Navy, I knew you'd know it. In the Navy, good job. Pretty good, guys. Now, due to Coast Guard regulations, I do have to go over the safety issues with you one more time. I told you all about life jackets underneath the seats and overhead. Say yes. Yes. And I told you about the city emergency exits here and there. Say yes. Yes. And I told you about the oxygen mask that'll drop down if we need them. Say yes. No. All right, we're good to go. Captain is swinging in there. Guys, take a deep breath and put your hands up. Get ready to yell. It's like a long, slow roller coaster ride. Take a deep breath. Hands up. Yeah. We are all Anybody get wet on that one? No? I don't think so. All right, pretty good. I like when people get wet. It's a little treat for me. All right, now listen, you guys in the back row, you got to let me know if your feet start getting wet because it means we're sinking, all right? I'm only kidding about that. Your feet will get wet first. You let me know? Okay, good. All right, guys, welcome to Biscayne Bay, one of the most beautiful anchorages and man-made bays in the United States, and I'll explain what I mean by all of that in just a few seconds. But since we are on the water, there is no better time to introduce the gentleman that you guys have all entrusted your lives to for the next 30 minutes. Let's get a nice encouraging round of applause for the best captain of all Florida, Captain Wayne, right here. Yeah, that's a nice cheer for Captain Wayne. We're always happy to have Captain Wayne aboard. He is the best captain of all Florida. It's not just a line. Now, guys, I'll explain what I mean by this about this being a man-made bay in just a few moments. But as we are going through the anchorage part of the bay, we'll talk about that right now. Guys, if you look on either side of the dock, you see a lot of boats that come to this area and dropped anchor. That's the expression. And when more